Hey everybody, it's Tamika. Welcome to another episode of Friday Favorites. Today's Friday favorite is featuring a how-to video, and it's no one in particular. I think these are all over everywhere, and I was trying to find how this came about. As I was trying to find black, bigger envelopes that are in comparison, not the little small ones, the A2 or the little bit smaller than A2. I was trying to find some black ones like these because I wanted to make a mini album with a bigger place where I can put a big 5x7 photo or even 4x6. And of course, all I can find was these in white, and I want it black. And I didn't want to paint all this and do all that, so I didn't want to re-matte, get the white envelopes, matte the white envelope, then matte, and then matte again. I didn't want to do all that, so I made my own envelope. And this is the mini album that I created. So cute! That is like my signature saying, because I say that in almost every video that I do. I created this using, for my kids for school, since school is coming up. And I have 8 pages in here. So it's 2 pages per kid, and it's front, back, and insert. And I'll show you that in a second. And the paper stack that I just bought from Joann's was, I think it was like $5. I used a coupon. It's $5.99 on clearance anyway, and then I used a coupon. So apparently this paper stack is ages old, and I hadn't seen it, and I missed it when I told my friend that I bought this paper stack. This is what I'm talking about. The grade school paper stack by Die Cuts with a View, the matte stack I bought. Anyway, when I told her that I bought this, she was like, oh, that came out like 2 years ago. I was like, dang, she just popped my bubble, but I'm using it anyway because it's so cute, and I'm using it. And I bought it, and it's mine. So, here it is. I used my Cricut Planting School book cartridge, and I cut this gorgeous apple out in this suede felt paper. Feels so good. And then this little piece is supposed to be the apple piece that I just hand cut, the little glare that you get. And I backed it up, used the shadow feature and backed it up with white paper tray ink cardstock. I also used the shadow feature for my words, school days. All these colors are featured in the mini album. And then these little shiny apples are from the collection. This is a piece of paper from the collection. And you can see here these apples. I fussy cut it and then put them on the album. And then this punch was given to me in as a hostess goodie. This punch, thank you so much. I will put her name down here below. I think her first name is Sarah, but I keep forgetting her YouTube name. But thank you so much, girl. This came right in handy, right on time. I just punched that out. I love it, love it, love it, love it. So, and I put that down the bottom. Bind it when I bind it all, and then applied some ribbon on the sides. And this front back cover is using chipboard. And this is totally not an album I would typically do. It's no vintage. It's no weird stuff going on. It's just no distressing. And, oh wait, I distressed the edges of this part right here. Black. Just a little bit on the front, and then the little edge right there. Really tiny bit. But that's it. I know. So, whatever. I know. So, anyway, I love, love, love. This is a big mini album. I wanted to at least fit a big photo, like I was saying. So, and it measures, I think the pocket measures 7.5. I think the pocket measures, 7.5 by 5.5. 5 3/4, actually. 7.5 by 5 3/4. So, lots of space. And so, here are the pocket pages. So this is using the collection. See, I matted it and then matted again. And then I have a little insert here that flaps over. And then even this, there is a page that comes out with a little tab. So each kid gets 2 of these. So they're all using the paper collection. And I still have a ton left. I think I can make 3 more mini albums with that matte stack. Gorgeous. I love it. I'll just flip through here. All of them had the inserts, and the insert matched the photo mat. So this inside is used for you can use for journaling. So I love it, and it's so, the pages turn so nicely. It's not bulky. I don't know. I've never seen this paper collection, and I'm happy that I bought it. So nah, person who said this paper was so ancient. Oh, that's so funny. She's going to kill me. So anyway, that's that. And I did 8 of these, like I said. And I'm going to show you how to make it. It's chipboard cover. So cute. So what you need is a piece of paper, whatever your base is, cut at 8 by 12. I'm using black cardstock. So it's very simple. Cut it at 8 by 12. And then you want to score it at, let me get my scoreboard out. Can you see that? You want to score it at 3 and, let's see, at 3 and then 8 3/4. Okay? Then you want to flip it the long way so that this side is the 8 side going across, going vertical across the scoreboard. And you want to score it at a 1/2 inch and 1 inch. That's it. That's it for your scoring right now, or period. So now you just want to fold over just to get a good crease, not a real permanent one, because when you fold over all these score things, sometimes the paper shifts. So you probably can use your hands right now just so you can fold it easily while you're making the pocket, but you're going to rebone it in a little bit. So we're going to cut out this square here and this square here. So there's 2 score lines. You want to cut out this side and the other side. And like I said, this pocket page is so super easy. And I won't be using this. I'm just using this for demonstration purposes. So I'm going to use some not so sticky tape. Not so permanent, rather, sticky tape. And it's not working well. Okay. So you should have something that looks like that now. Okay, so I'm going to just use this dotto stuff. And if you want to round your corners at this point, if you're going to have, are you going to have this show and not mat it, anything on top of it, then you want to round those corners right now. And if you want to round these, oh, you won't see these, so you just would round these. So now you just want to add a strip of adhesive, whether you use sticky tape or even your ATG gun. That's over with. So I guess I'm using my ATG. And then you just want to fold that over. Give it just a little crease. And this is just to stabilize this page. So in case you want to use binding rings, it's a little thicker on this side than it is using the paper. Or bind it all or whatever. So now you have this little flap left. You want to just apply some adhesive on that side. There you go. So now your paper should look like that. And if you want to just quick check to make sure all of your stuff is correct, this should measure 7. Let me make sure that that's right, because is this 7? I just gotta make sure here. Okay, it's 7. You can make it big, as big or as long as you want. This is 7. So if you wanted to make it a little longer, then you just cut your paper this way, not so short. So for tutorial purposes, we're just going to add some glue or some adhesive on this strip, because that's the one that's going to overlap. See, don't adhere, but that's one that's going to overlap this one. So the longer one, you want to add adhesive to the bottom and up, and then adhesive to this side at the bottom. So you should just have adhesive here, here, and then up the side. So now you just want to fold it over, match the bottoms first, and adhere it down, and then go back over with your bone folder to kind of straighten the paper out, because it gets fluffy and stuff with the scoring. Same for this one, match the bottom, and then hold it up. So now you have your pocket page. So you can put your insert in here. So like if you needed this insert, that just go in there like so. If you wanted to do whatever your photo insert would be. And this is 5.5 by 7. 5.5 by 7. Okay. And now you want to, if you want to do your little flap thingy, this is cut at 5.5 by 4. Check my notes. Yep, tab is 5.5 by 4. And you want to score it at 1/2 inch. I lied. I guess we have to bring a scoreboard back out. So you want to score it at just 1/2 inch so that the longer side is on the 4. So there's your score. And then you just want to fold it over. Give it a good crease. And this is going to be your little flange. So you want to apply some adhesive in there on the inside. And stick it wherever you want this to go. So if you want it to be the seamless side or the seam, whichever one. I like seamless. So I'm going to stick it in there. Be careful. Line it up first. Center it. And then crease it. So now you have your flap. Now at this point, if you want to round the edges, like I rounded these edges, you want to go ahead and do that. I'm not going to do that. And then this cover piece is just measured at 1/4 inch smaller. So that's 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. Let's make sure that's correct because my measurements are off apparently. Nope, it's 3.5. This is 3.5 by 5 1/4. 3.5 by 5.5. Okay, so now you have that. And if you want to go ahead and round these corners, you can do that. I am not going to do that. So this tab is measured 3.5 by 5.5. So now your paper that you're going to mat on top of it is going to be 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. I'm just going to do some quick cutting. Okay, that was already. That's good. So this paper you want 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. So just going to mat that on top. And this is just a scrap piece that I had. So there you go. And then if, of course, your tag insert would go here, inside there. So there you have it. Okay, guys, thank you so much for coming to yet another episode of Friday Favorites. I appreciate all of you. I hope you learned something because I sure did. And, yeah, if you like this mini, just leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I'm looking for some, like, embellishments and stuff to put on it. But I kind of like it plain like that for full space for photos. So anyway, that's what I use this pocket page on. So thanks for coming to another episode of Friday Favorites. Bye.